Hello, this is Dick Wilson, the morning host of 94.9 KCMO Radio, but speaking with you today on behalf of the North Kansas City School District, of which I am an honored alumnus. In 2014, patrons of NKC schools voted to approve a bond issue benefiting nearly 20,000 students. Your support provided desperately needed upgrades and repairs to educational spaces and facilities district-wide. North Kansas City Schools proved to be fiscally responsible with those voter-approved funds, delivering the public progress as promised updates as they went to work improving safety and security measures, as well as converting as much space as possible into classrooms in nearly every school in the district. If you will remember, the intention was to create enough classroom space to accommodate projected growth for another 3 years. Well, guess what? The Northland grew, and with it the number of families moving into NKC schools. And the Northland community continues to grow, attracting new businesses, housing developments, and families to the area. Middle school sites are currently exceeding capacity, as are many elementary schools. Demographers warn that unless something is done, significant redistricting or the addition of modular units will soon be required. As the district works to solve capacity issues at the elementary and middle school levels, they also must consider another area of great need: North Kansas City High School. Did you know Northtown celebrates its 90th birthday this year? Well, no matter how you measure it, 90 is old, and this iconic building needs modernization to bring it up to 21st century learning standards. It's time to restore the pride and create a facility that will be a home to Hornets for generations to come. NKC Schools once again needs our help to properly provide for their ever-increasing student enrollment numbers and to prepare North Kansas City High School for the next century. The district is asking voters to consider a no tax increase $114 million bond issue on the upcoming August 2nd ballot. Again, approval of this bond would equate to no tax increase for voters, yet would allow North Kansas City schools to resolve current overcrowding and provide for much-needed renovation.
In 1979, I went into real estate. It's important for those bond issues to pass because people are buying in the areas where there are bond issues in the past. And if they don't buy in your area, then it hurts the value of your house.
After much discussion, the plan is fairly simple. NKC Schools would build 2 new elementary schools to manage the growth in students north of M152. The district also needs to work on capacity issues at the middle school level. At the same time, the structure for 6th graders in the district needs attention. It seems that in many instances, as 6th graders enter middle school, they are just not emotionally and socially ready to enter that kind of environment. Anecdotally, this is proven, but more importantly, the test data proves the same. To better bridge elementary and middle school, North Kansas City Schools would create 2 6th grade centers, where students could practice becoming responsible to 7 teachers as opposed to 1, with more learning time devoted to literacy across contents and math. A 6th grade center would be created in the northern part of the district and one in the south. 2 existing buildings, Northview Elementary and Eastgate Middle, will be reconfigured to accomplish this goal. A terrific byproduct of this will be straight feeder patterns from elementary to middle to high school, something this district has been lacking for many years.
Getting kids coming in from 4 different elementary schools and starting to form one unified body of vocal musicians. Pretty awesome to do that. And then I always felt like here at the end of 8th grade, I got them right where I wanted them. And then the last day of 8th grade, they split, and that core group will never, they'll never make music again. That group of singers is gone.
So currently the students at Winnetonka come from 3 different middle schools. When you have 3 different teachers teaching 3 different groups of kids, you're never really sure what one group does know and what another group maybe didn't get as much of the same information on. So you go back to square one, you start with the basics of rudimentary materials.
And I've had quite a few clients that, their kids are now hitting the Oak Park age, and all their friends are moving to Oak Park, and they're all in Antioch. The kids are moving to Oak Park while they're trying to figure out how do I keep my kids on the same basketball team they've grown up playing on. And I think it's putting families in in a tough spot. They're having to, make moves they otherwise wouldn't have wanted to make.
I would just be really sad because I have a lot of friends and I know they would really miss me. I would like to be a cheerleader with my kindergarten friends Gabby and Addison.
They always say the future Okies, and I'll think of that I'm a part of the group already, and I'll think about all of my friends being together with me.
When we have a direct feeder line, that high school vocal music teacher will be so involved in that 7th and 8th grade building. They're going to know who those kids are, and they're going to be able to say, hey, I know you, you know me, stick with this program. You've got a home base, you've got a place to call home when you start a new high school.
Staff members and parents see this change could improve student achievement, create a greater sense of community, build culture, and strengthen relationships throughout the system. A much improved North Kansas City High School, this 90-year-old building can no longer accommodate all students' needs. Due to high enrollment and limited space, numerous classes are forced to meet at a local church in small rooms not originally designed for student learning. The high school lacks a common space for students to gather. Only 3 of the 7 floors at Northtown are currently handicap accessible. The library is one location that is not able to be accessed by handicapped students. In recent years, North Kansas City Schools has made efforts to create greater equity among its 4 high schools' facilities. Many renovations occurred at Winnetonka and Oak Park, including painting and carpeting, remodeling their cafeterias, foods rooms, tennis courts, football fields, little theaters, and so on. While work will continue at these sites and at Staley High School as needed, it's definitely Northtown's turn.
It is very cramped. We rarely have opportunities to be as a full band. We have to split it up. We don't have enough space for our instruments themselves. It's very instrument on top of each other.
It's really, really cramped because most of the drums are larger drums during marching band season, and so we're all kind of just jammed in the back.
I just finished my 19th year here, getting ready to start my 20th year. And pretty much what we have now is what we started with back then.
I used to go to the library a lot because I would go up there for study halls and in-campus time because I like seeing my friends, and it was just a good place to hang out when I wasn't in an engineering class. It was just a quiet place to use, but now I had to go to some other places that were kind of noisy.
We used to be in the lower level of the public library, the North Kansas City Public Library. And when the contract was not extended, they needed to scramble to find a place for us to serve students and staff in a library space this year. So obviously it's limiting to a certain number of our students and staff at our school by not being able to get here without an elevator.
Northtown for a long time has been the cornerstone of the district, and understanding that to create a facility that's equal to some of what the other high schools had was going to be major cost involved. And so it's kind of nice that the district is able to go back and polish up what was the cornerstone of the district and make it just as nice a facility space for the community and the kids that are in the building. And I think it's about time.
I personally believe there's going to be more and more growth into Northtown.
I'm so proud of how our school melded in and shared with the community. And we have a very special relationship at North Kansas City High School with the town of North Kansas City.
The bond would also allow for multiple sites district-wide to receive roofing, asphalt, and continued safety and security measures.
I'm very proud of our school district. Very proud that they embrace every child in the district and help them succeed. I know from my neighborhood work that without healthy schools, you will not have vibrant neighborhoods, healthy neighborhoods. They are absolutely linked. North Kansas City School District recognizes that, and I really think have been the leader in involving the community.
The importance of this no tax increase bond issue is that we are helping the school district, which in turn helps businesses throughout the community. And as a proud graduate at Winnetonka High School, I understand how people who are educated in the North Kansas City District can stay and remain in the community and become future leaders in the community.
Anybody in the community is going to depend on a well-educated citizenry. There is a pride that runs all through. There's a thread that runs not only from the school but through our communities and our businesses. It's very important for a community to maintain that pride in their schools.
Hello, my name is Dan Clemens. I'm the incoming superintendent for the North Kansas City School District. The future of North Kansas City Schools is bright. We are performing at an all-time high. We received a 97.9 on our state report card, which is an A in anyone's book. Graduation rates in North Kansas City Schools are at an all-time high. We have more students successfully entering post-secondary education than we've ever had before. We welcome the growth occurring in our high-performing district and so greatly appreciate the partnerships we have with families and communities. Extraordinary educational experiences are created with your help.
Yet North Kansas City Schools is still in need of our help. To provide students with the best opportunities to excel, furthering the extraordinary educational experiences for which the district is known, we as a community must do our part. Go to the polls on August 2nd to honor tradition with an eye on the future for North Kansas City Schools.